fresh out of an absolute destruction of a human being on the front yard of the White House. Ladies and gentlemen, your undisputed lightweight champion of the world, who has fought professionally 33 times, 28-5 record, currently on a 3-fight win streak, including pummeling the faces of everybody. This past Sunday night in Washington, D.C., the man he was fighting against, who just days before that said that he was going to punch his head off, quit because this man was beating him up so bad. Ladies and gentlemen, great American, Justin Gaethje.
Yay! Gaethje! Let's go.
What's up, man?
What's up?
I guess we'll call you Mr. King now, right? Because that was Ilia who was calling himself Mr. King last week. We'll call you Mr. King. How does it feel? That was legendary.
I feel like a king. I'm not going to lie. But I'm no king.
Okay, so I like that you think that you're no king. You're humble enough, obviously, which is why I think we all have fallen in love with not only your fighting style, but your fighting story. Whenever you're in there and you're leaving the Oval Office and you're trying to read whatever language that was that they wrote the Declaration of Independence in, I like that you were so truthful, too. Like, I'll tell you what.
Well,
go ahead.
Hey, anybody pulls that up, it's not this. It's like we're literally living in idiocracy. It's like, the way they used to talk was obviously the correct way, and we just think they sound special.
Well, I do like that we have evolved their language into what we have now, and obviously our country starts there, and then now we're at 250 years old, almost at least, and we're showcasing the White House in a manner that it's never been showcased before. I think a lot of people learned about the White House. I think a lot of people saw it in a much different light than it's ever been seen. For you, what was it like representing your country there in that moment, and obviously coming out with a win?
Yeah, in hindsight, all the theatrics and everything, you just made it so much more spectacular. I mean, you could not write a movie to match, what we did and the show that we put on. The quality of the theatrics was absolutely insane. I mean, it was all, I didn't really get again, when I'm getting ready for fights, like I'm not acknowledging things like that because those things can't help me, or, they can only hurt me when I become distracted about the room that I'm in. Like, it's not going to help me. I was so focused on being so perfect for that night, and really, I mean, me succeeding that night. I mean, just the farther back into my career you go, the more special this whole thing really is, and it's just incredible to have had the opportunity to do it online, do it on a stage like that with the production that it came with. I mean, it just made it all so much more special. Yeah, it's insane. It's a crazy life.
Yeah, it's a crazy life. It's an awesome life, champ. Hey, undisputed, baby. Come
Hell
on.
yeah.
Go.
Come on.
Yesterday my dad asked me, he's like, how's it feel, waking up first time being a champion? And I was like, I haven't even thought about it. And then I was, sat there and thought about it. And yeah, it's just absolutely incredible.
Yeah,
it's just insane.
King of the world, even though you don't really view it that way. Now let's talk about the second backflip that you went for. Obviously landed the one off the top of the cage, got a great shot in front of the White House. Flip. Go again. And then obviously almost break your neck. Yeah. I know wrestlers do.
No, come on, boys. That's Newton's first law. Just got to stay in motion. I'm the best. I'm the best faller on the mountain. When I go snowboarding, you see me do all kinds of tucks and rolls, and I'm back on my feet. Like, I was just rolling out of it.
Okay, of course, yeah. And I know your wrestlers do a lot of
first law.
I know your wrestlers. Yeah, I'm thankful that you're quoting Newton here on the show, and objects in motion stay in motion. But that photo right there, filthy. Obviously, that should be framed everywhere in a moment that'll be remembered forever. Let's talk about something else that'll be remembered forever. Whenever I, as non-combat sport diehard fan, but certainly person that watches fights, I do believe that we as a society will start thinking of you as a man who has the heaviest hands of all time. Like, have you always just had hammers? Like, how do you kind of explain the amount of power that goes through your fist? Like, is it your technique? Is it always, like, what do you think it is? Because you pound, Gaethje, you pound people's faces. I mean, you absolutely dismantle people's faces, and it's so powerful. Sorry, bud.
Yeah, one word describes it all, and it's timing. And the more you watch the sport, the more you can maybe grasp the concept of that. But creating angles, but sending direct lines of energy through in straight lines through their body and through their face. When you see my face and it's not messed up, you're like, oh, something's wrong with the skin. It's really not that. It's if you watch frame by frame when he's like, I am constantly dissipating the energy that he's trying to send in straight lines, and they're all coming off and glancing off of my body, and that is the timing that I have. I've said it. If you go back to my early interviews, my A to B is unmatched, and when I can lock in and be cerebral, then and you know, and I'm in danger, then my body does crazy things, and I'm able to be so technical and intuitive and cerebral with my actions and my emotions. It's happening so fast. We're like computers processing codes, and you're constantly making adjustments. And what really happened, I was able to reset his feet every 1 to 2 seconds. I was very diligent about it, and I fought a perfect fight. And he was completely caught off guard. He was not expecting it. You know, that obviously is another part of this whole game, is the expectations. I've said it many times. I don't go in with the expectations, so that way I can never, you know, be surprised. And that's just the way I compete. And, you know, he took the opposite approach. And I said it before on your show, when we go to 2, when we go to 3, you're going to be in hell. And that's where he was.
Oh. Are you walking people into your punches without them knowing it?
Yeah. Yeah, and that's why their face is so messed up, because I'm creating those angles and taking advantage of those half beats. You know, everything happens, everything in life, all the fights, it's in a specific beat. You know, it's pop, pop, pop. If you can pop them and catch them halfway between, then, you know, that is the game. That's the game that I'm playing in there the whole time. And it's just, it's so scientific, and it's just so artistic, and it's so hard to see with the human eye. Even, you know, all the years that I've done this, nobody has grasped the concept that there's a method to the madness, a method to the chaos, and I'm creating situations, and that's how I fight.
Yeah, you're an expert, brother, and now you're the world champ for good reason, and the world got to see it. Made a foreign lad throw in the towel in the front lawn of the White House on America's 250th birthday. Yeah. That's a huge thing. It was very late. I'm not gonna lie, I didn't watch it live. Okay? While you were trying to read that Declaration of Independence, I fell asleep. Okay, it was during your walk.
So I was alive for you, baby.
Yes, you were, for all of us, brother. We watched it the next morning. It was awesome, dude. It was electrifying. The event, obviously spectacular. Great way for it to wrap up with you. You should be the main event of every fight. We should say you have a 6-month ban from fighting, for medical, basically. You're not allowed to fight for 6 months, I think, professionally. Is that accurate?
I already fought twice this year, and very rarely do you get me twice in 1 year. So there's very, very, very small chance that I would ever consider fighting this year again.
Okay, on that note, go ahead, Connor.
What I put myself through.
This Gaethje, we appreciate the hell out of you, man. Congratulations.
Yes, sir. Thank you, guys. Appreciate it.